Hey guys, it's me, your boy Erickson, coming live. Well, not live, what am I saying that? Coming at you with another Speaking to the Void video. And it's late, it's dark, it was raining, so there's not a lot of people. I tried recording before this video, but in all honesty, I don't get really focused when walking and recording myself. So I just came to this quiet place and I'm just gonna try and focus and speak my mind. And I'm not sure about the title of this video, but it's gonna be something along the lines of how you don't have to become the best to be successful. And I know that sounds maybe kind of stupid in this rat race that we're living in right now, because think about it. Like, if you were one of the lucky guys to go and get an education and you end up graduating from whatever industry you decided to go for, you're competing against hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are fresh and they want to get into the industry. And you will say, well, yeah, but at the same time, every year you're getting graduates, but at the same time, every year you're getting retired people. So I'm not sure about the numbers, but judging by all the news and all the layoffs and all the lack of new job opportunities, you will think that there's not really enough jobs for all the graduates. And there's a meme right here in Mexico that says something like, no wonder there's no jobs. And you see a picture of a class graduating, let's say, I don't know, psychology class of 2026. And you can see, and it's like maybe 300 to 500 graduates that are going into the labor market. And that's every year. So think about it, like, that's just one picture of one group of one college. Then multiply that for all the country. So yeah, I mean, are there enough psychology jobs around? Are there enough opportunities for graduates? I don't think so. And that's one of the problems that we have right here in Mexico. Like, you have all these industries that are like obsolete, but you still have colleges teaching those careers, those majors. And even now with AI replacing most of the I don't know, Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel jobs, there's still administration degrees out there. You don't need to become the best of the best in whatever area you are. Because think about this. As I said in one of my previous videos, I went to LA to get my degree in animation and VFX. And I went into one of the smaller schools right there because I couldn't afford a Nauman or a CalArts. Like, they were like super expensive. And yeah, the teachers there were like industry veterans, so they were really knowledgeable, they were really cool. And I've seen on my LinkedIn for the past years how some of these guys that have decades of experience and they're like super talented and they've been working on movies and VFX and video games for most of their careers, they're getting laid off. And I know this because they're just saying in LinkedIn how they're searching for a new role or whatever. And so think about what the message is for younger generations. Like, you graduate, you need to be the best of your class, you need to be the best of your generation in order to get a chance to get hired. You're competing now not only in your own country, but with talent all around the world for a job. And that job, if you end up getting it, it's probably gonna pay shit. And we're not all geniuses. Like, we're not able to get like to work in NASA or I don't know, or Facebook or Google or all these super huge tech industries, companies, corporations, whatever. So you're grinding in this rat race to get a job in these companies. And when you do, after some years, the company is gonna notice how long you've been there, and the longer they have you working there, the more expensive it's gonna cost them for you to retire there. So they cut you off before you get close to retirement. That's one of the ways they cut costs, if that makes sense. They cut costs. So think about the message for younger generations. Like, if you manage to be one of the best in your class and the best of your generation, and you get the job, and you're talented and you're a super genius, I mean, that's just not good enough these days. You're still on risk of losing your job. So I'm just gonna jump a little bit and off track and tell you a little bit about myself. And I'm gonna start back in high school. And I'm just wanna show you the lighting of the new mall because it's really beautiful. What time is it? Because they closed. I have 30 minutes left. Anyway, so back in high school, you had to choose on your last year of high school here in Mexico one of 4 areas. Basically, you have humanitarian area, biology, engineer, and administration. And I chose administration because I thought that was the one that was gonna teach me more skills to use in my day-to-day life, like finances, because engineer was for engineers and biology was for the ones that actually went on to become doctors. So you get to choose one in 4 areas. Like, think how stupid that is. Like, how many jobs are out there? There's not even art, there's not even entertainment, there's not even sports. Just one of 4 areas. So I chose administration. And then you had to think about your future, because most of my high school, they went on to study a degree in college. And so I had to pick. I was around 18 years old. And think about it, like, you're 18 and you need to choose what to study and to do for the rest of your life. At 18, you're just a kid right there. Even though you're an adult, legally an adult, in my eyes right now, you're just a dumb kid. Unless you're like super smart and mature for your age, but honestly, how many people are like that? So anyways, I didn't know what to do with my life. Like, my dad is a retired commercial airline pilot, and the reason I didn't want to go into aviation was because I wanted to be a fighter pilot, and my dad wasn't really into allowing me to go into the army and becoming a fighter jet pilot. So I was like, well, screw that then. Even though I love aviation, where's the fun part? So what other things did I like back then? Well, the same things I still do. I still like. And that's art, entertainment, video games, animation, movies. So at first I was like, yeah, I want to become a movie director. And then I learned about animation, and I was like, oh cool, yeah, I want to become an animator. Obviously, at this point I know I don't like animation, but nevertheless I went into animation, right? And here in Mexico, like, the degree was just like shit, to be completely honest. I went to one of the most prestigious colleges here in my hometown, and it felt like a ripoff. No shit, in one of my animation classes, the program director was playing YouTube videos. and he had a background in advertisement. So yeah, they had a nobody running the animation program. And eventually, I'll tell this story in another video, but like I went to LA to get my degree, and I just gave it my all in college. And even though I did really good in grades, I kept comparing myself to other artists, and like, to be completely honest with you, like, I'm not that talented. I'm really good at learning, I'm really good at putting in the effort, but to be completely honest with you, I'm not that talented. And that's not to say I'm like a shitty artist or anything, but I've seen like, time to avoid people. But I've seen some of the most talented people out there. For example, at one point, I was really into drawing and painting. I still do, but that's not what I do in my daily job. But at one point, I wanted to become a concept artist or like a character artist or something like that. So I started like drawing and painting, and it's really hard. And I went to Canada to take a 1-month course with Bobby Chu. So if you're familiar with schoolism, like that's Bobby Chu school, and at some point they had like this program that you could go and live with them for 1 month in Canada and learn with Thierry Lafontaine, which is another pretty amazing artist, and he works mainly for children's books, illustrating children's books. So I was learning the fundamentals, and I went to Canada, and even though I had a great time, I have no complaints at all about the program. I realized that I was like not good enough to get a job in the industry, drawing and painting, that is. Like I was miles away from becoming decent to create a portfolio and start applying. So eventually I got this job as a 3D modeler and renderer in the other agency. So that took like all of my time and energy. Like every day I had to model and render and just grind. It felt like a sweatshop. That's what it was, honestly, like a sweatshop here in Mexico. And so I wasn't improving in my skill set. And then, yeah, the pandemic came by, and I got laid off, and I started learning Blender, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I want to create like 3D illustrations. And I started doing that, and eventually someone noticed me in LinkedIn, and they gave me like an art test and got hired for this job that I'm in right now. But it's for production. Like I don't animate anymore. I used to animate laptops and stuff, but like that was at the very beginning, and then the client left the company, and I got moved to automotive brands. So right now I'm there, and I do mostly lighting, compositing, and rendering. And you have to problem solve every day, and sometimes you have to problem solve very quickly. And that's where I notice how I don't have the experience that my lead has, or that some other of the more experienced artists are. And I mean, how could I get that experience here in Mexico? Like, it's just so unfair. Like, there's no industry here. I chose that degree, I guess. I chose to go that path. But look, even though I feel like it's kind of unfair or whatever, like at least I have a job, right? And I'm doing what I love to do. I mean, it's not movies, it's not video games, but the stuff I'm working on right now, it's really cool. I'm learning a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to stick around for enough time to really get into a senior level or whatever. And so anyways, I just want to tell you guys that are struggling right now out there getting a job or competing with a lot of people from all around the world, like, just relax a bit. I mean, I don't really have an answer to fix the system right now, but I think that as long as you like what you are doing and you spend your time wisely every day and you put in the effort and you show that you're reliable and you have work ethic and people can trust you, you're gonna get opportunities. Because if so what I want to say is, like, I went to LA and I grinded in my school for a long time, and when I graduated I had to keep on grinding and learning and taking courses, and even right now, like, I'm still learning. Like, we're switching to Unreal Engine now at my job, and most of the artists there are not familiar with Unreal Engine, so they had us in training, and so I had to take courses and learn and just grind again. So even in other areas, like, think about it, if you're a doctor, you need to keep updating yourself. Like, the technology keeps changing, the medications keep changing, so it's not like you graduate from school and you're all set. It's a non-stop path, and that's, I think, the most important thing. Like, if you're not able to get a job right now, that's fine. Like, eventually, I feel like this is all organic, dude. Like, I don't know how to explain this. I don't want to sound like I don't know, new age or whatever. But, like, I feel like eventually it's gonna be fine. Like, unless you're in the street dying from hunger or something like that, as long as you have enough to eat every day, you're fine. Like, a job is a job right now, and it's always been. A job is just like a life partner, right? It's not your life. And don't get married to your job. You might be laid off or fired, or the company can go bankrupt or whatever. And even if you claim that's the one thing that you love the most, I guarantee you that some days it's gonna feel like a job and you're gonna hate it. And so I guess my advice, just know that don't be too harsh on yourself. Like, as long as you feel like you're putting in the effort, just compete against yourself and nobody else. Just get better every day. Compare yourself to you from previous weeks or months or years, and just keep doing that. So, man, I'm just rambling at this point. It's been so long. Anyway, I'm just keep trying to get, like, these videos out. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll appreciate your support. I have some more ideas coming to mind for this YouTube channel. I'll eventually start making movie reviews. I want to make video game reviews, but like that's like more time consuming because I need to edit the video and get like the game clips out and stuff, and video editing, rendering and stuff. So with movie reviews, I can just turn on the camera and speak my mind. Not in this format. I'm just gonna make little series so that if you like the speaking to the void videos, you'll get your speaking to the void videos. If you're into movie reviews, you can go and watch the movie reviews and etc. So I'm just trying to get creative with my life right now. All right, so I'll see you on the next one. End of transmission. Bye bye. Whoops.